Hello guys, welcome back. So in today's lecture we are going to see the effect of various inputs on a steady state error. So in the previous lectures in this same playlist we have found out the conditions for the various inputs applied to a system. So by using that we are going to solve the problems, or you can say we are going to derive the formulas for the steady state error. So in the last lecture we found out the formula for the steady state error ESS. Now let's see what happens when various inputs are applied. So the first input, let's take an step input. So we have already seen for a step input the condition is the input ut is equal to the magnitude A for the condition t less than or equal to 0, and its Laplace was given by AS for the step input. So now I am gonna write Rs, the Laplace, as AS, which we have already seen. If you haven't seen, you may go back and see that video so that your concept on the conditions of various inputs will be clear. So now here I have taken Rs is equals to A by S. Now I am going to substitute this in the numerator. So it will give me limit S tends to 0 S into A by S in the numerator, and in the denominator I am going to write 1 plus GS HS. Now you can see this S and this S will get cancelled, and now this A becomes a constant. Here A is a constant, here 1 is the constant, but this thing is not a constant, so the limit will be applied to this part of the denominator. So I am going to write it as A upon 1 plus limit S tends to 0 G S into HS. And now I am going to introduce you to a new term which is called as position error coefficient. Now what is a position error coefficient? So this LTS tends to limit S tends to 0 GS into H of S can be written as KP, and this KP is the position error coefficient. So I can write this KP over here, and so the formula for this will be ESS will be equal to A upon 1 plus KP. This is the formula for the step input which is applied to a steady state error. Okay, now let's see the other input and what we can do with that, and what will be the effect of that input on the steady state error. So here I have taken a ramp input. Now the condition for the ramp input was already seen in the previous lectures. So for the ramp input it's given RT is equal to AT for t greater than or equal to 0, and its Laplace is given as A by S square. So here I can write the Laplace Rs is equal to A by S square, which is the condition for the ramp input. And now I will have to substitute this A by S square over here. So I am gonna write LT, that is limit S tends to 0 S into A by S square upon 1 plus GS into HS. Okay, now this S and this square will be cancelled, so it will be A by S upon 1 plus GS into HS. Now let's write this limit S tends to 0, so this A and this S will go to the denominator. So I am going to write it as S plus S into GS into HS. Okay, and now I am going to introduce you to another term which is called as velocity error coefficient. Now what is a velocity error coefficient? The velocity error coefficient is this limit if it S tends to 0 S into GS into HS. This thing can be written as KV, and this KV term is the velocity error coefficient. So here you can see this A is the only constant. So I'm gonna write this as, this thing will be written as A upon, here S is there. So that is not a constant. You have to remember that this S is not a constant. So I'm gonna write LT S tends to 0 S plus, again here limit over here, so I'm gonna write LT S tends to 0 S into GS into HS. So this is the denominator now after taking the limit, or you can say ESS will be equal to this. Now the condition for this I have written, I have introduced you to the term velocity error coefficient. So this thing is equal to the velocity error coefficient, and for the limit S tends to 0 S, the answer for limit S tends to 0 S, the answer is 0 itself. It will be 0. The value of S for limit S tends to 0 is equal to 0. So I am gonna write this as A upon 0 plus this term kV, which I have substituted over here. This is the velocity error coefficient, a very important term. So this will be kV. So therefore we can write ESS is equal to A upon kV. This is the value of the steady state error when a ramp input is applied. Now let's see what happens when a parabolic input is applied. Now for the parabolic input, the condition is already seen by us in the previous lecture. So the condition is, for the limit RT, the value is A by SQ. So now I can write this as RS is equal to A by SQ. Okay, and now I'm gonna substitute this value in the numerator. So it will be limit S tends to 0 S into A by S square, and in the denominator it's 1 plus GS into HS. Now this will be Q, SQ. So it will be converted to this S and this Q. So it will be limit S tends to 0 A upon S square divided by 1 plus GS into HS. And now this S square will be going down, that means it will be multiplied by the terms of the denominator. So it will be limit S tends to 0 A upon S square plus S square GS into HS. Now here only the term A is constant, so the limit will be applied to these terms. So I can write it as A upon LT S square, LT, that means the limit at S tends to 0 plus the limit at S tends to 0 for this term as well, which is S square GS into HS. And now here another new term is introduced. That term is called as acceleration error coefficient. Now what is the acceleration error coefficient? That is, so the limit at S tends to 0 S square GS into HS, the term that we have got in the denominator, this term can be written as KA. This term can be written as KA. This KA is the acceleration error coefficient. So now I am going to substitute this value in this equation, and you already know from the previous sum that limit at S tends to 0 S square, the value for this is equal to 0. So I am going to substitute these two values in this equation. So I'm gonna write therefore ESS equal to A upon, for this the value is 0, so I'm gonna write 0 plus, and for this term, for this the value is KA, so I'm gonna write KA. Therefore the steady state error for a parabolic input will be equal to A by KA. This is my final answer. So we have seen the formula for the steady state error when different inputs are applied. For parabolic input, the steady state error becomes A by Ka, where Ka is the acceleration error coefficient. And now for ramp it was this, it was A by Kv, and for the input it was A by 1 plus Kp. So these three formulas you have to remember, and in the further lectures we are going to solve sums based on these formulas, which are very important on, and the questions that you are going to get on the steady state error will be based on these three formulas. So in next lecture we are going to see the transient response. Up till then, if you have liked my video, you may subscribe to the channel and give a thumbs up and turn the notifications on for the further videos. Up till then, bye.